Here again.
Ah, man. The laptop I used for my notes just froze up.
Oh, great. It's all right.
Well,
freestyle.
Yes, like we always do. Well, it's your boy Desktop Sturdy.
Desktop?
Yep, Desktop Sturdy. More than one type of desktop. You get what I'm saying? Pop.
Oh.
Saying.
James is here. They call me Gator.
Les Grossman, baby. Les Grossman. I guess I'm the only one representing Tropic Thunder here. You guys went with the other guy nicknames.
Yeah. It was easier.
It was.
Even though I just popped in my head, I could have put, Robert Downey Jr.'s real actor's name? Was it Lazarus or something? Wow.
I was going to put Sturdy Lazarus.
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Sturdy Lazarus.
So you guys want to jump into first?
And another one I had was because I am multiracial, instead of what they call him, biracial angel. I call it I said Sir Sturdy, the multiracial angel. But I just didn't feel like typing it all out.
That's just getting too long, man.
Yeah, it is. Keep making people read a paragraph just to find out your name.
Hey, man, reading is good for you. It's healthy. So, before we jump into this, gentlemen, what is everybody drinking? I have 3 drinks tonight.
Great, Jesus, there you go.
They're light though.
But, 3 light drinks.
Yeah, it's 100 proof vodka, 1.5 ounces in each. But right here is orange soda, and then when I get to the next one, I'll show you the next one.
All right, you got the orange drink.
It's delicious.
I'm drinking Truly's, the lemonade original. The only reason is because I seen a TikTok. They said put lemon vodka mixed with the Truly, and it tastes more like lemonade, and it definitely does.
Really? So
I don't even taste the seltzer at all now. It just tastes straight up like you're drinking lemonade.
Like a spiked, yeah.
So you're going for that white girl wasted feeling.
Always, man.
I'm still working on my Fiden's Brewery Equilibrium collaboration here. It's my last can of it though. OG's Vengeance Triple IPA.
I still say that's you on a cover. You're drinking your own juices.
I wish.
Your booty sweat.
I wish.
Chris's booty sweat.
10%. That's what's key.
Booty sweat.
That is key. That's some strong fucking IPA.
This is why it's my last one. I can only drink one of these at a time. I can't day drink with these.
You'd be in trouble. Imagine drinking like a whole 6-pack.
Oh my gosh.
That'll hit you hard.
Cannot day drink with 10% beer. So what are we getting into first, fellas?
Booty sweat.
And bust a nut bars.
Bust a nut bars. That's funny as well.
Oh my god, yo, that because it started with that, and I'd never seen this movie before. So I'm like, did I actually hit the trailer? I was so confused.
Dude,
no, they had each character had their own little trailer for their character movie.
Yeah, dude, and I thought that was an awesome touch with the fake movie trailers.
Yeah, me too. It did confuse you at first. You're like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Here we go. Booty sweat and busting up bars.
They have a big cast in this.
Dude, it is huge. Actually, starting with those fake movie trailers. So they brought Tobey Maguire in for that one with Robert Downey Jr.
Play yourself.
Satan's Alley. Literally, that was like a last minute thing. Tobey had 3 hours to film that because he had to catch a flight to England or something like that. So Tobey Maguire came in. They got that scene. They got that Satan's Alley bit in like 3 hours, and he was out.
Damn,
that's crazy. That's cool though.
And then of course, Aaron, I got asked right away. Thoughts on Robert Downey's blackface?
I was laughing the whole fucking time because it was to me. This is comedy. This is funny. Like there's as far as when it comes to race jokes and all these type of jokes, in my opinion, there's like a good tasteful way of doing it to where you're not purposely trying to offend people. Some people are probably still offended by it, but I don't find it offensive. I know a lot of people don't find it offensive. I'm sure some were offended by it, but it was done in a tasteful, funny way. Just making jokes on, the guy but you basically found out the guy was uncomfortable in his own skin. Then he finally finds his identity at the end of the movie.
The thing is, he actually had an interview about this character. He didn't want to do it just because of that. He said it's going to be controversial and all that stuff at the time.
Mhm.
But he took the job because people were talking him into it, saying, "Listen, he read the script. He loved the movie. He was like, I have to do it." So but the thing is, they made a reason in here. He wasn't making fun of blackface. When he goes into character, he forgets who he really is. He stays in that character until basically his next movie, where he turns into somebody else.
Well, when you actually read the idea behind it, no, it's not supposed to be. The joke isn't him in blackface. The joke is supposed to be method actors that take it way too fucking seriously.
Yeah.
Like, the more you read into this, like the original idea for this movie, like first off, I'm always surprised when I see that Justin Theroux is one of Ben Stiller's best friends and was one of the writers and everything behind this movie. And you don't think of him as a comedy actor. He's more of like the serious type actor when you've come across, Justin Theroux. But he was talking about how it was supposed to be like a group of the actors go to boot camp, the original idea, and after boot camp have PTSD. But they're like, and then that was kind of the story. And then they're like, so many people know the inner workings of Hollywood. This script basically wrote itself, making fun of actors and the way they get ready for roles and stuff like that. Yeah. So the focus was, not the blackface or anything like that, but an actor, those method actors that take their, trying to prepare for a role too fucking seriously and like over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I think it makes blackface in this context an acceptable joke.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm like I said, it was fine. It was funny. It was done right. It was done good. And shit, if you're offended by it, that's lighten up. That's all I can say about that.
I did, and I think one of the most memorable parts of just one of the things that cracks me up. One of my favorite lines is Ben Stiller still thinks they're filming the movie. They're walking through the jungle. And he says something to Robert Downey Jr.'s character about you people. Robert Downey Jr. mentions, uses the phrase "you people," and then the other black guy's like, "What do you mean, you people?"
That was hilarious.
It was funny.
And when Robert Downey Jr.'s character was naming a bunch of food, but in like a southern quote unquote black way, what do you think?
Making the noise and everything. Like,
I was dying. He's like, "You're not black, you're Australian." Oh shit.
That's another thing. His character, Robert Downey Jr., wasn't originally Australian. It was going to be Irish. Like even more white.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. Oh man, they should have.
So the Australian was Robert Downey Jr.'s idea because he said he was easier for him to do an Australian accent and improvise.
It's funny.
So
but the thing is, when his normal look, where it's like the white hair and the sparkly blue eyes, it makes him look like he's like from Sweden or something, or fucking Asgard or something.
Well, they're trying to get that as white as possible.
Yeah.
Complexion.
Oh man, yeah, that character was hilarious. Like, I don't know, it just worked. Like then, even with the actual black character, where they were having to talk. And how he was just talking to him in his ear. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Just get out!" Like, who the fuck are you? Basically, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you fucking talking? Because he's always saying some random shit.
Yeah,
it's like they have him talk, and I don't know how much of his lines were improvised, but it's hilarious because he was like just talking to talk. It almost seemed like at some points, just spouting shit off. And there was the one N-bomb drop, and I loved the way the scene played out, which I thought was hilarious. When Robert Downey Jr., of course, hints to the 400 years and the trouble his people have gone through, like, and it, referencing slavery. Was it the other black guy that called him the N-word, I believe, right?
Yeah,
and he's like,
just in case you guys wondering what the word is, it's nigger. I'll say it.
Yeah, Aaron's the only one allowed.
Yes.
And then he just like gives him a hug, like it's an okay hug.
Yeah.
I was laughing so fucking hard. I was laughing so hard. Both these movies had me in tears, though. Like,
I can't believe this is the first time you've seen Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, no, it's shocking.
Me too. And this is my type of humor. Like, I love this type of silly, stupid, goofy humor, especially when I'm high. It's even fucking funnier. Both these movies.
See, I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan, really. I could deal with his movies, but it's not like, oh, Ben Stiller movie, and I get excited. It's
I
on.
don't.
It's for me, it's hit or miss. Like some are just too fucking stupid.
Yeah, so I'm like, so when this first came out, I was like, oh, Ben Stiller's in it. I was like, yeah. I was like, but look, who everybody else is in there.
And he's done those strain. He hits that strain, or did, of like, you know, those romantic comedy.
Yeah,
not full on romantic comedy, but the comedies with the romantic twist on them. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, the rom-com.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's only a certain amount you can take from him. Like you said, it's a hit and miss. Like certain movies he's good in, some ones you're like, I can't watch this shit.
Like I really enjoyed all the characters in this movie. I thought even Jack Black, who can get on my nerves for being too
out there, too
ridiculous,
animated.
I thought he was good.
He always does it. He always does an air guitar. Like you see an interview or anything, he makes a weird noise. He's like weird faces and shit.
Let's stay on this topic. Let's stay on this topic of Jack Black, because he's one of those actors for me where it's like basically what you guys are saying. He overdoes it. I don't hate him for it though. Like, you know, some actors just like, oh fuck, he's in this movie, I don't want to watch it type of deal. He's not that. He's close to that level, but he's not that for me. But to me, he's like the same character in damn near any movie. He finds out a way to say something stupid or crazy, do an air guitar, get damn near naked and dance.
Yeah, I don't mind Jack Black. I even like some of the songs. His him and his best
Tenacious
friend,
D, man.
Tenacious D. Yeah, I like some of those songs, so I don't hate on him. There's some movies like I didn't like him in King Kong.
No, that was dumb. But who hasn't been to a bar and put "Fuck Her Gently" on the jukebox and just the whole bar erupts, singing along?
Exactly. But no, he's like you can deal with him, but he can like real interviews. He basically acts like this in real interviews. It's just his personality. He's just.
What about you, Les?
No, man, he's hit or miss too. In fact, I think for the most part, he's kind of mostly retired from acting. I think he does something real small every now and again, but I don't think
Jumanji was the last thing he did. I think that came out last year, 2020, the second one.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
he was in the Jumanji.
Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but he does not act much anymore. I think Tenacious D is kind of his focus. He probably doesn't need to act. I mean, he has money. Well enough. But
because ever since, especially during COVID, he's really been on like other platforms like TikTok and shit.
Yeah,
and he's doing a lot of shit with the Tenacious D stuff.
Nacho Libre, I forgot about that one.
Oh yeah, he was in that too. That's right, Nacho Libre.
But I thought he was good in this. I like the role everyone played. So many big names in this movie, man. It's crazy.
Even Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, and you know what? I was reading about Tom Cruise. Like, he was supposed to be the big surprise for this movie. And from what I was reading as I was looking into like all the behind the scenes stuff, at least one entertainment site got wind of it and got pictures of him that were posted before the movie, and ruined the surprise basically. So they got sued the shit out of.
Good.
And they took him down. Like, dude, that sucks, man. I don't want shit like that ruined for me.
Yeah. Especially, I like this character.
Les Grossman, man, he was hilarious, and like most of the Les Grossman characters, that was all Cruise. Like from the dancing, prosthetic large hands,
right here dancing, right down there.
That was right at the end, right?
Yep, that was a hilarious scene.
The hands, like he wanted the large prosthetic hands. The hands are fake. Like
that was Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that was Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Listen, again, I know. I'm terrible with actors. I know who Tom Cruise is, but like I'm watching this movie, right? I'm like, this dude looks so familiar. Who the fuck is this? Yeah. Too lazy to look it up. Didn't really care that much, but I'm like, who is this? This guy looks so fucking familiar. I can't put my finger on it. I was like, I don't think he's really bald.
No.
But yeah,
Tom Cruise in a fat suit, basically.
I'm really shocked Tom Cruise didn't, like, if he really wanted to be a part of this movie, like the fight to try to get he tried to fight to be one of the main characters?
No. I don't know how he got involved. Obviously, he knew Ben Stiller.
Oh, okay.
Like Ben Stiller was. This was his conception. This movie, he was not supposed to be Tug Speedman. Like his original plan was to be Matthew McConaughey's character, like the producer.
Oh, the agent.
The agent, and Tug Speedman was going to be Keanu Reeves, which could have.
Wow.
I don't know.
No, now listen, Keanu Reeves is a really good actor, but he's a boring actor. Hear me out. What I mean by that is I don't think he can sell it. I could be 100% wrong, and I hope I am wrong about this, but I don't see him being funny in a movie. Like something like this.
You never seen Bill and Ted?
But Bill and Ted?
Never seen it.
Oh, Jesus, Aaron. Oh, it's a white movie. Never mind.
But I mean, it's like it's an '80s, the '80s movie.
It's an 80 iconic movie, man.
If it's 80s, I think it's going to be good.
They even remade it. They got a well, it's a new one, not
No,
remade.
it's technically
they're older.
The third one.
Did
Yes,
you?
the third
I haven't seen the new one. I gotta watch it.
I didn't see the new one yet either.
Did either one of you guys put it on the wheel, or do you remember?
No. I don't think I put Bill and Ted. I don't remember.
I thought one of them was on there. Maybe I thought about it and then didn't do it.
I don't remember.
It could be, but Bill and Ted is like, 80s. Like one of those movies is like they have a cult following. It's like people love Bill and Ted.
No, but if you want to
Hardcore
talk,
fans.
yeah, absolutely. And if you want to talk more casting, so Matthew McConaughey was not the original pick. He was like a last minute fill-in. Doing Ben Stiller a favor. That was going to be Owen Wilson, but this was, as they were preparing this movie, this was the time Owen Wilson had that suicide attempt. So Matthew McConaughey stepped in to give Owen Wilson, time to relax and heal and do all that.
They're almost the same guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
A bigger nose and
curlier hair.
Yeah.
I don't get the Matthew McConaughey appeal. He's never been one of my favorite actors.
No, me either. It's like,
he's more of like a side actor to me. He's not bad, but he's like one of those side actors where he's like that. He's always like that kind of either shady or funny kind of character, or a mix of both. And that's
people like him in the love movies.
He won't do those anymore.
Yeah,
He's like he said that he won't do romantic comedies anymore because he got pigeonholed like that.
Oh yeah,
but that's his own
fault.
Sense.
Yeah, it is. It makes sense though, because that's what he was. It's like people loved him in the love movies. When he's in other movies, people are like, "No, you don't play that." So when he did fucking blinking.
Just put a string of words together. I'm sure there's a Matthew McConaughey movie.
I can't blink was it? No, he's not in Hangover.
No, that's
looked so good in this movie.
Whoa.
I have it playing up here, and I have the other movie playing up here.
He looked really good.
Eva Mendes.
That's the other guys.
And, the other guys, yeah. We'll get to that.
Yes, we'll get to that one. So what did you think? Like there was do you think Tropic Thunder gets made now? I think is the question, because like,
you know what?
There are some scenes that drag on and you're like a lot of retard bombs in this movie.
Lots of them.
You want to know what I say?
Gay bashing too.
A little bit.
In a weird way, I think it could. The only reason is because Robert Downey Jr. didn't get canceled for playing this character yet. So that means he was accepted, kind of.
Hang on though, James. I will say this though. Say this comes out and say there's no Iron Man, there's no Marvel Universe right now, right?
Yeah, this was 2008, so this was after the first Iron Man at least.
But I'm saying, okay, so say it's just the first Iron Man that comes out, and then it's this, but it comes out now. This is going to be tough to be made because there's a lot of people that would be really upset and uptight about it because of the race jokes, the sexual, like all the jokes that are in this movie. And the thing that I think is unfortunate about that is we're not going to get these type of comedies, these type of raunchy comedies anymore.
Exactly.
Hopefully we do. And because movies is something, look, if it offends you, don't watch it. Turn it off. Change the channel. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like people that get offended by stuff like this with movies and music and games and all that, you choose to. Because that's something you could 100% choose to ignore, but you don't. I'm done. Just had to get that out. But I would like to see something like this nowadays. I would watch something. I would probably be very entertained by it. I thought this movie was fucking hilarious.
It was great. And like my rule of thumb is, well, first off, yeah, people take shit way too seriously. But my rule of thumb is you can make jokes about anything. Like once you start canceling comedy and trying to get that shit to stop, like you're ruining the world. But you can make jokes about anything. The problem is when you try to make jokes about serious topics like, rape, 9/11, mental disabilities, things like that. It's like, if you're going to make those jokes, they better be fucking good.
That is my thing right there. Like, if you're gonna tell a joke, even if it's
Nobody gets mad at the great jokes in those
say,
categories.
even if, which might be tougher, but even if you're white and you tell like a race joke, not using racist terms, so don't even try to pull that bullshit, people. But even telling like a race joke or like an urban type of joke, but you grew up in that atmosphere, if it's funny, people are gonna fucking laugh.
No, and that's why, the people like comedians or something. Like, I love comedy. It's my favorite movie genre.
Not
Probably.
horror.
But I love watching stand up and comedians and tracking some of my favorites. But like the ones that complain that about cancel culture or shit they say, it's because your jokes suck. It's not because of the topic. It's because your jokes sucked. And they need to learn to deal with that. Well, write better jokes.
I can agree with you on that to an extent, but I also feel it's because there's a younger generation, the generations that are under us, and they've grown up and they have it in their mindset of how people should act and this, that, and a third. I'm not saying people should or shouldn't act a certain way, but as far as like what we find funny from our era growing up, a lot of people find offensive.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? But I feel like when we were growing up, it's like this is funny to us. This is like, we're not going to get offended by it. We're not saying it to be mean. We're just doing this to be funny. Like we tell all kinds of weird, wild ass jokes I'll just say as guy friends, as men. And it's shit. If certain people came into these type of conversations that don't do those type of jokes, they're like, are they about to fight? Do they hate each other? It's like, no.
What the world needs to, this is what the world needs to do right now. So solve the problem. You put an age gap for everything in the world. So say you're a younger, say 16 right now. If you go into shit that comes out in my era, you have no right to be offended or judge. Because this whole group of this section of us, this shit was hilarious.
Yes.
So it's like watching a movie, rated R, you rate them down. If you see from like 1980 to 95 or something like that,
I'll even say
don't bother going there. Don't go in there.
So it's an interesting idea. We're all in our mid 30s, and that's that kind of in between generation where like our parents were brought up where pretty much anything goes, no one racist wise, and then the group coming up behind us are the more people that are like, no, you can't say that these days, and we're in the in between. I feel like
it is, because it's going to get worse and worse every generation.
The thing with us too though is we're still in that, because we were all, we're all born in the 80s babies. But we grew up in like the 80s, 90s, like that rugged era of just, it was just a different type of, it was just different. Like, we were a lot less emotional, which was probably a bad thing. Like now, I do respect how the kids growing up now are like more open with their emotions and all that, which is probably a hell of a lot healthier. I do think it goes overboard, but I'm not going to get into that. But it's just different. Like I don't think we're not letting certain things get on our nerves. Like I heard way worse. We've heard not even in movies alone, not even just in person, just in movie. I've heard way worse. That's not going to bother me. This is fucking funny. This is made to be funny. And I feel like people just try to find a way to be offended by stupid ass shit. And it's like, just fucking, if you're watching a movie, it's for entertainment. Watch it as that.
Well, this whole thing started because I was going to ask about Simple Jack, Ben Stiller's movie that they make fun of in the movie.
But the thing is, it was...
And I think one of the funniest lines, and one of the lines I'll never forget from this movie, you never go full retard. I cracked.
Yes. I was like, holy shit.
And then the conversation they had is he was listing off, Robert Downey Jr.'s character was listing off movies where actors play a character with a mental disability, but they never go full on.
Yeah.
The one guy that didn't win an award. He's like, go ask him.
Yeah.
You know what I find funny with, really quick with the other guys, because this scene pops up, is how Will Ferrell, for some reason, all these women just fucking want to fuck him. And when he goes to talk to his ex about, the voicemail that she got from the criminals or whatever, that they butt dialed or whatever on his phone, and she wants to fuck him, and his husband's like, pretty much come fuck my wife. And I'm like, what kind of wild bullshit is this?
Yeah.
She's like, I know you're my husband, I love you, but you can't fuck me like he used to. I'm like,
Hey, we'll get to the other guys.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. Calm down.
I have both
You're
playing.
crossing streams right now.
Crossing streams. You know who else cross streams?
Oh, Jesus. There we go. He set him up.
Chris did it.
So, okay, I got another question for you, though. Let's put you as let's see, who's the main? Is it the producer? Is the main dude, or is it the director?
So Les Grossman or Steve Coogan's director character that blows up.
So Les Grossman. Say you're Les Grossman. So here goes with another spin on Robert Downey Jr.'s thing. So is it offensive that they could have, like, say people are like, I think it happened last year or something, or recently, where someone says they're sick and tired of having normal people playing characters or races where they could have got someone else in that race, or like someone in a wheelchair, like a Glee thing. I think it happened. They had a person that could walk. They said you could find someone in a wheelchair.
You know what? The latest thing I just saw this week was they're making some kind of film or show about Linda Tripp, where she's a character. The actress Sarah Paulson is playing her, and she's wearing a fat suit to do it. And now the complaints are, why don't you just hire an overweight actor?
Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. So right there, so this is the thing going on right now. So if you are Les Grossman, this is what you're going to do. Are you going to worry about that? Where people, I'm going to tell this to people like who think this way. You got to think, you got to put your in the other situation here. If you have a chance of getting the biggest actor in the world in your movie, you know it's going to bring money and fans, or you're going to get a random B actor just because they fit that role. So, for example, like Robert Downey Jr., Aaron, if it was you, would you say Robert Downey Jr. is the major actor? You know you're going to make super bank, and you know your movie, it's not racist or making fun of it.
Here's
are you going to go with that main actor, or are you going to go and find someone for the real role?
Here's what I'm going to say. Because the movie is the way it is, I would have had Robert Downey Jr. play that role. But at the same time, I feel like the people who created this movie, like in the behind the scenes shit, should be a diverse group. And I say that so it wouldn't look as bad. You're getting ideas from a diverse group. And like, are you comfortable? You know what I mean? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And either way, fucking hilarious. But I would have left it the way it is. And it tells the story the way it is because it's actors playing actors in something that they think is a movie, really real life.
But say it wasn't this movie. Say it was a different movie. Say it was a so first you had a normal comedy and you wanted the main character, and say
if it's
that makes it different. Huh?
That makes a difference though. If it's this exact movie, I say keep it the same. But if it's something different, it has to make why? Because that's, like you can get a B-list black actor that some people know, and go from there and just make the movie funny and hilarious and whatever. So but if it's telling a message, if it's a message like this or something, you know what I mean, how this movie was, it's a different story. It depends on the type of movie it is. It depends on the comedy and everything.
Yeah. Because that's how some people hunt.
Flipping out.
Yeah, my dog is. That's why I close her out. I got a door for the kitchen that separates my man cave.
I will soon.
Drink number 2 is grape soda and vodka.
But
there you go.
So Robert Downey Jr., like he filmed or he previewed this for like a whole large NAACP group, and they were all on board for the character and everything like that. But again, I think the way it's written, I mean, it perfectly, like, that's the character. It's supposed to be a white guy takes method action too seriously, so he does this to look like a black guy.
And this is another thing I like about it too, is it's like you said, it's a white guy taking it too far with his method acting, but it's also a white guy acting how he thinks all black people act.
Yeah.
Which makes it even
like it's always Southern, got that Southern swag to him.
Yeah. No, fuck that.
Especially the military one, the Southern military.
Yeah.
You got that. Listen, boy, you got that vibration.
Exactly. And it's like, no, that's not how anybody is anymore. Anybody. I don't give a fuck what color you are. But I like how they made it act like that's how he thought people acted. It was just perfect because there is people that are that ignorant in real life, even to this day in 2021. Those stupid sister fuckers think like that about people. Like, come on now, wake up.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
this message in a way. So it's had like little messages in it, and it's funny at the same fucking time. Love it.
Exactly.
And we're spending a lot of time talking about Robert Downey Jr. and being in blackface. That didn't cause any problems. What caused problems for this movie? Like the only real heat they got was for Ben Stiller and the simple Jack jokes and, mental retardation and things like that. Because, part of the promotion of this movie, like they made fake websites for like everything, like booty sweat, busting up bars, they're fake movies.
That's
And
awesome.
then it was like the fake website for the Simple Jack movie is what really caused,
The
mental
controversy.
disability groups to protest and things like that. So that got taken down.
Ah,
See that's what bothers me because I feel everybody needs to learn how to laugh at themselves. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where it's like if you can't laugh at yourself, what can you fucking laugh at? It just I don't know. Booty sweat, busting up bars, both fucking funny.
so perfect example. So there's what makes fun of yourself. Like comedians are known for that. So there's a comedian called Josh Blue. He has cerebral palsy, I believe.
Mhm.
He's a stand-up comedian. Actually, he's going to be coming to Albany soon. Because I guess what's the comedy club in the Crossgates, Aaron?
Funny Bones?
Funny Bones. Josh Blue is coming, and he has cerebral palsy, and he makes fun of himself, and he makes disability jokes. And people say he can because he's just he has a disability. But the thing is, it's still basically the same thing. Like, how's people going to get mad at that? Where there's comedians with the same situation.
Oh yeah, people.
Yeah,
Like when you actually have the situation you're making fun of, there's still people that are going to be like, why are you making these jokes? Like, I have it. Who gives a shit?
yeah, exactly. What's up, Bobby?
What's up, Robert?
Yo, man. Yeah, man. People just, it goes back to my theory. Like if you're going to make fun of something, better be good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It has to be either hilarious or done perfect where it's not offensive at all, like in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah. But so Robert Downey Jr. modeled his character after three people: Russell Crowe, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Colin Farrell. So Kirk Lazarus was supposed to be a combination of those three actors.
Oh wow!
Wow. Now here's the underrated star of the movie that I know him from Eastbound and Out.
Oh, Danny McBride.
Yes,
he was good.
He's hilarious.
He gets on my nerves sometimes too, but I thought he would. I liked his character in this.
Who was Danny McBride?
He's the one that was blowing shit up.
The pyrotechnician
that was blowing shit. Oh, okay.
And all the explosives.
He looked at the mullet.
Heavyset dude. Okay.
He had the spiked hair, mullet.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Who was the other skinny white dude then? That was with the Robert Downey Jr.
Jay Brachel, I think is how you say his last name.
He's always like a side character in like comedy.
Seth Rogen movies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say his face looks real familiar.
Yeah. I like him.
Was he in Waiter?
I don't know. He was not in Waiter.
He wasn't the new Waiting. I mean, was he?
No, he wasn't in Waiting. He
I thought he was the new hire.
No, he had a show on FX for a couple seasons, but other than that, he's been these side characters in like Seth Rogen movies.
Yeah.
I think he's. I mean, I like him. I think he's made a good side character, but he's never stood out to me.
Yeah, he never stood out. He can. I don't think he's at that point where make a like major star.
Yeah,
like
I don't know what he's doing these days, but like Ben Stiller. I know Ben Stiller approached Robert Downey Jr. on a beach in Hawaii while he was on vacation to pitch this role to him.
That's some balls right there.
Downey was like, "This is." What was it? This is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. And Ben Stiller's like, yeah, I know, isn't it? You got to do it, right?
That's awesome. And
that's what makes it awesome. You got to do it.
He fucking did it. Wow, man.
And then one of my favorite scenes actually was the fight with Jack Black and the kid, the leader of the
that was funny.
Flaming Dragon. whatever they were calling their little group there.
Something
Little
Red
kid, the
Dragon.
little kid was whooping his ass. Yeah, I think it was Red Dragon. Right?
Flaming
Red
Dragon? I think it was.
Flaming Dragon.
Was it
Yeah,
Flaming
Flaming
Dragon?
Dragon.
And then Les Grossman yelling at them on the phone.
Yeah, it's like we don't take pride from terrorists. Like he's like swearing and shit at him.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Yeah," he said they'll kill him. We'll do what did they say? We'll do like a fake mourning or whatever, and this,
Yep.
that, third. Then we'll claim insurance, but not.
Preferably before the end of the fiscal year.
Yeah,
I was like, holy shit. And I would honestly, you know what's funny? I would have never known what the fiscal year meant.
if it was our job.
Yeah, if it wasn't for our job, working for the state.
Fiscal year just means October to September or something like that, or vice versa, or something like that. Right?
Ours is different.
Yeah,
Oh, is it?
Ours is April to March.
Yeah,
I'm on government schedule, so it's September through October or something like that. I don't remember.
All right.
Yeah, ours is April to March.
Oh yeah, by the way, blackface for Robert Downey Jr. was about a 1.5 to 2 hour process.
Awesome.
He's like a makeup artist would start on each side of him and just meet in the middle.
Wow. Fucking crazy. Who else was in it? Let's see. Then you got we talked about Jack Black. He played the drug fiend.
Jack Black.
To make fun of the clumps.
Yep.
Fucking fun.
What is it? The fatties?
The fatties.
The fatties. And the
See,
fatties.
that's the thing is they made fun of everything in here, man. They made fun of fat people.
Interesting note about Jack Black's character, Jeff Fats, as they called him, Portnoy. So, I mean, it was written basically with Jack Black in mind, but it was also partially based on Chris Farley. So, R.I.P. Chris Farley.
Yes, rest in peace, Chris
Yes.
Farley.
Dude, do we have a Chris Farley movie on the wheel? If we don't, we should add one at
I
least.
hope so.
Part of me feels like it. Did I put one on there? Didn't I put like Tommy Boy or something?
Tommy Boy or Beverly Hills Ninja.
Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja. I didn't see that in a long ass time. Yeah, I don't know. I might have. If not, yeah, we should find one and put one on there.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Or what about the scene where Ben Stiller accidentally kills the panda after they showed him promoting like panda kindness on a magazine?
Oh, shit,
That was
that's
so
funny.
funny.
And then he's wearing the panda's.
As like a hat or whatever.
The thing is, when it first jumped out of the bush, it did look like a panther, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then they reveal, the reveal is a dead panda on the ground. I'm like, oh.
But yeah, then he feels sorry for it. Then he wears it as headgear.
Yep.
Oh, dude, and that I couldn't remember if this song was going to be in the movie or not, but literally any movie that has a war scene ever made has that Buffalo Springfield song that just starts with the ding, ding. Fucking hate that song. Fucking hate it.
Because it did every
one of the
movie,
worst
man.
musical creations there ever was. Fucking hate it.
Oh man.
Look, stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Fucking hate. God damn it. I hate that song.
Yeah, the song is in like, you're right. It's every war movie.
The second you show a helicopter, that song just fucking comes on the screen.
Automatic. I'm shocked that like Family Guy didn't make fun of it yet.
It's gotta be in one of the episodes.
They had to have. But it's one of those things that's so like simple. But then no, I feel like they had to because like I say it's so simple. But 99.9% of the jokes they do on Family Guy is like an easy type of.
What I forgot what Robert Downey Jr. did after. I don't remember what the other black character's name was. Like Alpha. Alpha Chino.
Yeah, Alpha Chino. Yeah.
After he called him the N-bomb, he started singing the Jeffersons theme song.
Yeah,
He went to
like
give him the hug. That's what it was.
Because he'll say it totally. He'll just say it like totally different. He was like, "Motherfucker, you just say the Jeffersons."
Oh man.
Shit's funny.
That was great.
Oh
shit.
But it is funny. But surprisingly, I said this off air before you came on, Chris. The other guys made me laugh more.
It did.
I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you both on that, honestly.
But one of the reasons I say that is because I've seen Tropic Thunder more, so I remember more of Tropic Thunder than I did the other guys.
See this, and for me, this is maybe probably my second time watch of the other guys, and it's been quite a few years since I've seen it. But this is my first time watch for the other movie for Tropic Thunder. But really quick, with the other guys, Mark Wahlberg and fucking Will Ferrell make a great tandem.
Yeah.
They do.
They're that
Well,
great buddy cop.
let's before we go into that, you wanted to do ratings
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to
on
say
Tropic
you want to do
Thunder
ratings
and spin the
maybe
wheel and everything.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump into this.
The wheel is like the perfect split.
Well, I say we do ratings first before we spin the wheel. I see Aaron. We're getting ready. I'm gonna give Tropic Thunder a solid 7. Like, it's a fun watch. Tom Cruise as Les Grossman is fucking fantastic. At one point, they were gonna do a spin-off movie about Les Grossman,
That would be funny.
but it
the
never.
attitude, the way he just
And like how he became the dickbag that he is. That never happened, and I don't think there's any plans anymore. But yeah, just the movie wrapping up with him dancing is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, see, I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan, but I like.
No,
this
but
character.
that's great.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's plenty of jokes to go around in this movie. But solid 7, fun watch.
I'm with you on that. I was going to give it a 7 too. I love all the all the characters were funny to me. I'm not a big Ben Stiller fan, but I liked his character.
Many busting up bars. 7 busting up bars.
Mm-hmm.
I even like the pyro guy, McBride. I remember him from
Danny
Eastbound-
McBride. So
Eastbound and
many
South.
Eastbound and Down. I haven't watched that.
That funny. That show is fucking hilarious. He's basically like a washed up baseball player.
Yeah, I watched
It's fun.
the one show he did, Vice Principals or something like that.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. His character, like, it's like everything he's in, it's almost the same character, but it's one of those characters is like, I don't mind it, and some of the shit he says makes me laugh. So,
right.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. I like the jokes in this, how they spun like each character had an issue and they solved it at the end.
So many. There's a lot of great quotes that come out of this movie. Like I said, the one I'll never forget is "You never go full retard."
Yeah, that's
But it's still fucking funny.
It's a lot of
What do you mean, you people?
funny.
What do you mean? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
That was so fucking funny.
So yeah, funny movie. Anybody didn't see it, definitely check it out.
Hell yeah.
A solid 7 busting up bars.
Quick side note, I think it took Ben Stiller like 10 years to get this movie done and made from when he first came up with it.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this movie 4 booty sweat bars and 4 busting up bars, which gives this movie an 8 for me. It was fucking funny. It was what it was supposed to be. And I feel like for me, Tom Cruise's character in this took it over the top because of how extreme he acted in his parts and how ridiculous he looked. It was fucking hilarious. Like
the dance scenes, although he just hits the button and the song plays.
Dancing the hip hop songs, I was fucking rolling. I was like, oh my god, it's so funny.
So actually, one of the last things I read was the Apple Bottom Jeans song from Flowrider. That was put in like post movie, like that was put in editing.
You want to know why? Because they were trying to find the perfect song for it.
They were, and then that song it got so like jumped right up the charts, and they're like, and it was timely, so they had to put that in. So they ended up using that. So I don't know if what he was listening to, if anything, when they were doing that dancing.
Oh, probably nothing. That was probably
and Bill Hader as his sidekick. That was fun too.
Yeah, that was fun. That's what I'm saying. There's so many stars in this movie.
Yeah. And the scene where they have the video conference, I almost forgot. I had Les Grossman's pissed off, and he asked the key grip to go punch the director in the face.
Punch him. Who's the director? Who's
the key grip? Go punch that guy in the face.
He said, "You punch him."
He's like, "Sorry." Wow.
Yeah, man. That shit was funny. Would you do it if they told you?
If you have Les Grossman yelling at you, yeah.
Go punch him. You're like, oh, okay.
Sorry, man. Wow.
Made up for it's not like a normal like light because you feel sorry. That dude just like cocked back and hit him.
And I think it took like a bunch of takes to get his nose to bleed or something like that too.
Wow. Damn, man. He goes all out.
Spin that wheel?
Yeah, the spin.
Yeah, spin the wheel and then
no Ibrahim tonight, we should mention. So we got another reverse Oreo situation going on here.
Yeah.
No, it's I'm holding up for the blacks though. We got it. We matter, guys. We matter. I had to. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do it. You guys expect that shit from me. And it's all out of love. Chris and James know this. All right, when it gets right side up.
My name is Gator.
Yeah, we let Aaron in because he does most of the work.
Yeah,
I do.
Not in that way. Let's take this a couple of notches back, Chris.
Yeah.
We don't. Oh, let's get it right. We don't own Aaron
At all.
That is not at all what I meant.
Just so you guys don't get nobody be offended by these jokes here. This is jokes. This is all love right here. This is how we joke. It'd be weird if we were asking each other how we, if I was asking James about how he's feeling, he's probably gonna leave. Or Chris, like, how was your day today? How are you guys
Chick
feeling?
pics? Chick pics?
Oh no way!
Oh.
My
My God! No! No.
Every week, every week, this is how the wheel goes. We think it's going to land in chick picks, and then it lands in Aaron's
2000 to 2019.
Oh, you changed it.
I fixed it.
You want to know? I think you want to know the reason. You wait till it's straight faced up, right?
Every time.
Dude, that's 3 weeks in a row it's landed in that section, I think, right?
I think so.
No. It landed. Last one was the OG, I believe. What one was that right now?
This
2000
is 2000
to 2019.
Okay, thank you.
It's like 2 or 3 weeks in a row where we were sure it's going to stop on chick pics, and then it goes just over the line.
You know, the thing is, part of me is glad it didn't, but then part of me is glad it, I wanted it just so we can find a movie to bash.
Listen,
that provides our best arguments.
It does. We get amped up in those ones.
I wish it did because of Sex in the City. The conversation we had, we still continue to have.
True.
Is that
what is this?
40-Year-Old Virgin?
No, that's on the other side.
Oh. I can't see this damn thing.
Manchurian Candidate is what it's going to be.
Oh.
Denzel Washington. This was a really good fucking movie.
Was this an Ibrahim pick? It seems like one of his.
No, this was a Sir Sturdy pick.
I never seen this one.
Sturdy. I've seen this one time a long time ago. My cousin Bob actually introduced me to this movie.
Manchurian Candidate.
That's the first one.
Okay.
Garden State's a white movie. I don't know why that's on here.
Yeah, that's true.
It came out in the 2000s though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I fixed this wheel the other day because it was I had it fucked up. I had it. It was 2010s or something. It was a bunch of bullshit. And then I put our popcorn logos in there, and the zeros and the 9.
Nice.
Shutter Island.
Oh boy,
I've seen Shutter Island.
Is this the new one?
Is that
movie the other day
with Leo
DiCaprio's Shutter Island. This is a horror movie, isn't this?
Never mind. I didn't see this.
I don't know. It's not horror, but it's scarier. Technically,
I think that's
sci-fi-ish or like that thriller. Yeah. It's like the boring shit.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Interesting week next week.
Yeah, it is interesting. Okay.
Manchurian Candidate and Shutter Island for next week.
I've seen Shutter Island, never seen Manchurian.
So, you know what's funny about that though? Those two movies is this week we had 2 comedies. Next week we have like 2 more serious movies. It's gonna be entertaining. So
it is.
It's gonna be very entertaining. I can't wait. Well, I can, but I can't. But you
can. But on to the other guys.
The
other movie.
The other movie.
I think they fucking a good team. I like that hard ass Boston
dude.
Mm-hmm. Where him and Will Ferrell's like the fucking most straight narrow. Except he has a dark side, but because he likes his dark side, he went like extreme straight narrow.
It's a similar. I don't like. It's a great It's a similar character Will Ferrell has played a number of times, like in Old School, where he, he's a straight laced and then he has the wild side. Same thing in this, but he plays that persona, or I can't think of the word, alternate personality type thing so well that where it cracks through. Like when he gets back into his pimp frame of mind when he's yelling at his wife. It's like,
Gator Gator.
When he got his comeback, he's like, Gator needs his comeback, bitch. Or something. Or Gator needs his comeback, bitch. I was dying.
Gator's bitches use Jimmy's or something like that. Did they use Jimmy? But
like one got pregnant.
Because the one got pregnant.
Who? By who? I was like, holy shit.
I've seen I know I've seen the movie once. I don't know if I've seen it twice, but I didn't remember all the jokes, and I definitely laughed more than I thought I would rewatching this.
Me too. Same here. I laughed way more times than the first time I seen it.
And it was it's fucking fantastic.
Yes.
Can we say how nice Eva Longoria looked? Can we just...
She looked phenomenal.
Fantastically phenomenal.
And I love the running joke of him just talking about how awful his wife is. And
Yes.
treating her like garbage, and she's the nicest, most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah. He's like, she's all right.
And
You know,
Mark
funny-
Wahlberg being a trap. Bye, Sheila. Bye, Sheila. He's like,
Yep.
you just go back inside. Bye, Sheila.
And he yells, "Bye, Mark," or whatever the fuck his name was in the movie. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's hilarious though. Yeah, because he's sitting there, he's basically looking at Will Ferrell. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
How are all these
Yeah.
chicks attracted?
Every hot chick, their car.
It's like even that villain chick gave you "I want to do you" eyes.
He's actually fucking the villain chick, the chick at the basketball game.
Yeah.
Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
When they got out the car for something, the chick, like, it was like every female in this movie.
It was hilarious.
Funny, but what else was this movie was just fucking funny all through the whole thing. Like,
So
Desk Pop, which I changed my name to Simple Sturdy.
yeah, I see
But-
that now.
The Desk Pop, fucking hilarious.
That's-
He was so excited. I did my first Desk Pop, and he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what?"
So this movie came together like there was no idea for this movie. So Adam McKay had dinner with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg at one point, and just the chemistry from that dinner, Adam McKay thought he should make a movie around these people, and he started throwing around the idea of a buddy cop movie with someone, and they're like, "Let's write it," and that's how it came together.
That's awesome.
So this was the first time they've been in, Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg have been in 3 movies together. This was
Yep.
the first one.
Daddy's Home or something.
Then
like
the
that.
other 2 were Daddy's Home and a sequel to that, which I haven't seen either.
I've seen the first one. It was
I
pretty,
seen the first one. Yeah.
it was pretty funny. I didn't see the second one. Maybe I'll watch it one day just because. But
But their chemistry is phenomenal. It really is. Like, I'll go through my day-to-day life thinking I don't give a shit about Mark Wahlberg. And then I watch this movie. I'm like, I love his character. I love the chemistry. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, another movie I didn't mind him either. I don't know if you've seen Ted.
Oh, Ted was fun too.
Fuck
Ted
you,
is fun.
You can suck my dick. That was fun.
No, but I don't know what it is. Like, I keep thinking I don't like Mark Wahlberg, and then I'll watch a comedy or something he does.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know why don't I like this guy? Like, he's great in this.
Yeah, he's okay. He's like,
He's
the thing
okay.
is, I wasn't a big fan of him in Transformers.
No.
I was like, no, you shouldn't be in this. I'm like, no.
he has that. This is my opinion, people. So if you get offended, too bad. Shut the fuck up. He has that like rugged white guy, tough guy look, but he's funny. Like, he has funny moments in a bunch of movies.
Well, when he was younger, he used to get in trouble all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying so not only does he have the look for it, but he has, like, he has the rap sheet for it as well.
Yeah.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
But he has that look, but then at the same time he's funny. Like, you don't expect him to be funny, so it makes it even funnier than what it really is. Like, funnier than the gay orgy that happened in the Prius and almost happened.
the homeless.
There's
the hobo.
the homeless, like Dirty Mike in the gang or something
Yeah,
like that.
dirty.
Dude, they have so many running jokes in this too.
They do. They do.
The fuck shy.
And I think that's a testament to the awesome writing in this movie when you can work in a joke and then keep coming back to it a few times throughout the movie.
The fucking deer pussy. What the
The
dude
deer-
was like, it smells like deer pussy. And that goes back to what the car. So they get into this accident. There's a bunch of cocaine on the car. The car somehow gets like downtown under a bridge with the homeless people. They had a wild gay orgy in there. And there was a fucking, what was it, like a dead raccoon and a fucking deer vagina.
Their vagina.
It's
In
something
a Prius, a red Prius.
Oh yeah, when they go, there's like
in the,
mice.
back, in the driver's seat.
There's like mice fucking back here, and
It was just
That's right.
a bunch of disgusting shit going on in there.
Well,
I feel like that scene was improvised. I can't think of the actor's name, but the guy playing like the police officer telling him what's wrong in that car. I've seen him in a number of things as like a side character.
yeah.
It's just a comedic actor. I don't know his name, but I really felt like that was just like a run on, just making shit up.
It could have been.
Like,
It was fucking-
there was definitely some improvising going on in this.
yeah.
I've
That's
only,
true. I can see that. They're like just asking the top of his head. He's like, a deer pussy? They're like,
I
I want to watch the bloopers on this.
was in
I-
tears. Yeah,
I
me
want to get the DVD and watch the bloopers.
But listen, people, I know you guys know I bring R. Kelly in the movies all the time. This one, I can bring it in legitimately. And I'm so happy. Like, when I was watching this movie and this scene came up, that's the first thing I thought was R. Kelly. And it's when they're in the bar because it just popped up on my TV. But it's when they're in the bar, and they go get really drunk and they're acting all crazy and wild, and Will Ferrell's character is standing at the pool table and pissing. I was in tears,
dude. I love that entire like portrayal of that. Like it's still shots, but it's them as the night just gradually goes on and on. Like I just love that piece of film. I don't know why. It just cracked me the hell up.
It was fucking hilarious.
But like like all these action shots, but they're still frame and they're zooming in and out of. It's crazy. I don't know how you do that, but I thought it was awesome. Like with the guns firing
you know what it was? It's because like with the guns firing and with the drinks splashing to get those slow. You're getting a picture. Yeah, it's cool seeing something like the bullet going up and the fire, just like a still shot of that. It looks cool seeing the liquid like all up in the air, but different droplets. Like that looks really cool. And that's why the scene worked, and they had like a cool beat in the background, and then they had funny shit going on in the scene as you seen like the shit splash and all that. Like again, Will Ferrell standing on the pool table, like, okay, that's cool, but then he's pissing off the pool table onto some women, I'm guessing, that were laying down on the floor.
But see, now you're just taking liberties. Because that was clearly not depicted in the movie. Oh, fun side note, part of this was filmed right here in Albany.
Oh, really?
It was a kissing scene. They were going to have me do it, but me and Will Ferrell, we don't really look that much alike anymore.
The Hartley building, the Bank of America building in downtown Albany was used to film scenes for this movie.
Is it where he was on patrol? And he was
I don't know. I had read that before I watched the movie, but I forgot to kind of look out for it to see if I could recognize it. So I don't know where in the movie it actually was.
Okay.
Now, would you guys...
I like their restarts, too. When Mark Wahlberg gets pissed off, he's like, restart. You're going to start over? Yeah, okay, let's start over.
And then he was like, I need to restart. He was like, I don't want to punch you in the face.
What about when they're driving in the car? He's like, I got you a gift. And it's the coffee mug that says female body inspector, and he just throws it out the window.
He let him explain it and everything. He was like, yeah.
Did you get the joke? Like, it's the FBI logo. But at first, but if you look under it, it says female body inspector.
What made that funny was because he said that after he threw the cup out the window. Yeah. And he's like, did you not get the joke? Is that why you're so mad?
And one of the reasons some of these jokes are like basic jokes, but the reason they work is because of it's hard to say, but Mark Wahlberg's acting, like just him keeping that serious, angry, straight face.
Yeah.
That has to be tough though, man, because
how tough is that?
Will Ferrell is one of those characters where he's funny. He has like that look on his face. He's just fucking funny. And the shit I wonder how many takes it took for them to do certain scenes like that.
That's why I want to watch the DVD. I want to get the DVD, like the bloopers and
I'll put it to you like this. You guys already know how I am with shit. I laugh my ass off. James, you know from fucking work, even when we were playing that card game.
Yeah.
Christmas or whatever fucking holiday shit it was. And it wasn't even like that serious of shit or like that deep of shit. I was just laughing at every fucking thing I had to read off. What game was that?
I forgot what it was called. It's kind of like a
Cards Against Humanity.
It's like a toner version. It's like a toned down for like a teenagers.
Toned down, but
I want to say, like, if you have a script and you're actually using the lines that are written, maybe you can prepare because you know what's coming. But if you start improvising and trying to keep a straight face, no fucking way could I ever do that.
No way. I'll be dying nonstop.
I'm sure there were certain scenes. I'm sure the funniest scenes, especially, were improvised. I'm sure a lot of scenes were improvised because those are usually the best scenes. It's like, oh shit, you just threw that in there and it worked. I was just doing it on accident because we were just goofing off anyway, and they just kept it in. Like, yeah, it worked.
See, that's the ones that general. That's a surprise attack. It's like you fucking say some random shit.
The general rule of thumb I've seen when I've read about like improvising scenes and stuff like that is directors usually always want to at least get the one take with the actual written words, and then depending on the time, they're like, just go to town on making up shit. That's generally the way it works if you hear about improvising in any kind of film. Because, if you don't improvise something that happens to be better, you need to have what was written on film.
Yeah, makes sense.
But I thought I loved Michael Keaton as the chief.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that was fun too. I thought that was great.
Better beyond second job.
I said that. Right? I see Michael Keaton on there. I was like, I fucking love this guy, man. He's definitely
Or when he's given the pep talk to the Bed Bath and Beyond, and he starts to go into like one of the rape cases they have.
Yeah,
He's like, oh wait, wrong job. But no,
he was like,
if you're
don't
walking
mind
that way, you should walk in pairs.
Yeah, the rapist, the serial rapist, or something.
He's like, avoid that
don't
area.
go
But
that-
if you're
yeah,
going
don't
that
go-
way, go walk together.
Yeah, he's a good character. It was funny.
Like I think that was actually written for Michael Chiklis, but he had turned it down.
Fool. And another, they had quite a couple pair, even fucking Wayans.
No, Damon Wayans Jr. I like him.
And what was that, Ron Riggles? Is it not
Rob,
Riggles?
I love Rob Riggle.
Yeah, Riggle, yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson in The Rock.
Oh, that's what,
In the beginning, that shit was funny too.
one of my favorite things in film is when they bring in huge names like that
And kill him off.
and kill them off in ridiculous ways almost immediately.
Yeah,
That
that's
is,
insane.
I don't. It's so hilarious.
Now they should make. Do they have a movie together yet? Like
The
a real
Rock and
legit
Samuel
one?
L. Jackson, probably.
No, but they need to. That would
They
be fun.
should. They work pretty good together. I thought it was pretty funny.
I'm sure they've been in something together. Like I can't wait till we get to Deadpool.
Yes,
I gotta watch both
Are
of them.
both Deadpools on the wheel, or is it just
just
one?
the one.
The one.
So in Deadpool,
I put number one on there.
Deadpool 2 has a scene where they have like Matt Damon has like a 30-second scene, but you wouldn't know it's him. But Brad Pitt plays an invisible character that gets
Yes.
murdered almost immediately, and they paid him with a cup of coffee. That was basically it. That's the
Yeah, that's
story.
all I did it for.
Yeah, he
You
did it
see-
for a cup of coffee.
When he dies, you see him for like a couple seconds,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Well, it's just I don't know,
hilarious.
like that. It's just a hilarious joke that works for me when you bring in this big ass name and then they
Yeah.
get murdered in a ridiculous way.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny.
It's like
And
a
you got- I can't wait till Deadpool lands on, because once you land on Deadpool, you watch that.
I can't
you
wait
know,
for
like, I
Aaron to
gotta
watch
watch
Deadpool.
the
Yeah.
second one. Yeah, it's good shit.
It's my
What?
third drink, people. That was
Speaking,
blue
oh
raspberry
yeah, what do you-
lemonade. Blue raspberry lemonade in the same vodka, same 100 proof
Okay,
vodka.
okay.
I think the first time I laughed out loud in this is when certainly the chase scene right at the beginning, The Rock, Samuel L. Jackson are in the car, and he he goes flying into the double decker bus. He's like, "Did someone call 911? Holy shit!"
Okay, cool.
And then, of course, The Rock is spinning the bus. The car goes flying out and takes out the.
Oh yeah.
And then at the news conference, they're like, they had like a half a gram of marijuana on them. Was it really worth the $12 million in damage? It's like, why don't we fucking ask New York City, the greatest?
Yeah, yeah. They just like, that's what they played the crowd. They're like, yeah, blood New York. They didn't give a fuck.
Fucking hilarious. But I'm gonna tell you what bothered me about those scenes. As you guys know, I love muscle cars.
Oh, the nice cars too. They just showed it.
Those two gorgeous Chevelles was horrible, unacceptable, unreasonable, unforgivable.
Especially the new one he just got to replace the first time.
And he's like, that's the second one this week.
Listen, I'm like, come the fuck on, get a fucking something else. Get a Prius, get a bunch of Prius, and just tear those up. Nobody cares.
See, this is what they need to do for you, Aaron. That's the part of the movie where it will cost that much, and it's only for that one scene. That's when they should use CGI.
Yes,
Fake car destroy.
CGI those cars. CGI destroying them. I can live with that.
Stuff hurting the cars, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
But yeah, then they're on the roof and they fucking just. They're
Jump.
like, the aim for the bushes. There's no bushes at
no
all.
Yeah, aim for the bushes. And I was laughing so hard. And that scene, I believe, is in the trailer, but of course they don't show them landing. They just show
Yeah, they'll show land. They think they're like the action heroes. And shit.
when I see that, because that's how they hype up the movie, I'm thinking that they're like the main characters and they're like a movie in a movie.
Yeah.
That's what I thought when I first seen this movie, like I was first going into it, but no, not at all.
No, it's just funny. The wooden gun, guys. What do you think about the wooden gun?
wooden gun, and then like he keeps getting it back like nicer and refinished. I thought that was fucking
And
hilarious.
they're like,
That was a fun touch.
every time they get fucking mugged,
Why do
like,
they keep taking their shoes?
Why you keep taking my shoes?
But
Right now,
I
funny.
like
Where-
just one of my favorite dialogue scenes was where Mark Wahlberg goes out in the hall and then he comes back. He's like, I was going to badmouth you to your back. And then Will Ferrell's like, I can respect you for not doing it. It's like, but now I'm going to do it to your face.
Yeah.
And then they get into like that lion tuna situation. It's like, if
Will
I was a
Ferrell's like,
lion, I would
cover
eat you. If you were a tuna, I would swim out into the ocean and eat you. And then Will Ferrell comes back with this ridiculous
It
300
made
pound
sense
tuna.
though. He said that.
He's like, that didn't go how you thought, did it?
No, there you go. It made sense too. Everything like he said made sense.
Hold on. It made sense as far as like the school of tuna, like 20 or 30 tuna swimming together, and obviously they could kill a lion in the middle of the fucking ocean, of course. But then when he was like, they'll wrap the seaweed around them so they can get out of the water and go find where the lion is. It'll be out for like an hour and 45 minutes. That's when it got ridiculous. It was hilarious because he took it that far.
It just kept on going.
Yeah, it was funny
Like,
scene.
Hell fucking yeah. I love that shit.
That's like, I feel like when a scene just keeps on going, that's clearly got to be when the improvising has just started,
out of control.
and they're like, it's too good to cut.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna ask you guys because we forgot to do it for the first movie. Early ratings. What do you guys give this movie?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Ooh.
I don't know. Like, I haven't watched a Will Ferrell Prison Food and Penis. Would you give this movie? I haven't watched a Will Ferrell movie in a long time, and I haven't seen the other guys. And I don't even know how long it's been. Probably since about the time it came out to begin with. But like, I laughed a lot harder and more than I thought I would rewatching this. And I'm watching it this whole time, and I'm like all the way through it. There's jokes. There's like an insane amount of jokes right into this movie. They play it off really well. I love when Mark Wahlberg is driving around in Will Ferrell's Prius for the first time. He's like, I feel like I'm riding around in a vagina. Like,
Yeah.
I feel that there was a joke about a training bra. I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, it's like nonstop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man, I'm giving this a 9. This was fun.
I'm gonna join you on that 9. That's how much Prison Food and Penis I'd give this movie. But that's funny saying it out loud. I'm with you. Like, the last Will Ferrell movie I seen is the last one we reviewed, which was Step Brothers. I think this is funnier. I say that because I feel like Step Brothers was supposed to be funnier, so they kind of upped the silliness in it. But everything didn't really hit. But with this, the majority of it hit. And I think it's because you had a goofy, strange, weird kind of character. Then you had the serious character, and that it's like the cheat code. That serious character, goofy character, always seem to work together.
But it seemed just on the surface like another generic buddy comedy cop movie.
Yeah.
That you're like, maybe it'll be good for a few laughs, but I don't know. And that's kind of what I thought I remembered. And then I watched it. I'm like, this is just fucking hysterical all the way through.
It is. What do you think is, I mean, this is off the top, so it's going to be tough. I have my answer, though, I believe. But what do you think is, oh, shit, maybe I don't. What's the best buddy cop movie you guys think? Like,
I can't think of that top.
I don't know. I would need time to think about that.
Yeah,
I can't even remember all the ones I've seen.
Yeah, me too.
Off the top, I would say Rush Hour, probably.
No.
And
it's good. It was good, but I don't think it's not even in my top 5.
It's tough, though, because I'd have to see them. I have to, see them again.
Yeah, it's hard.
But we could make a whole buddy cop wheel.
Wow, there, Jesus.
Yeah, you really could.
Well, let me jump mine. I'm going to go. I'm a little more strict on my ratings than you guys.
What did I give? 9, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is. I thought I laughed way more in this one than Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave 7 Tropic Thunder. I'm giving this one an 8.
Okay.
Like I said, the combo, they work well together. I even cheat code before, after I first seen this, where like Chris, where you said it's funnier the second time because you catch more. You're like, wait a minute, I don't remember these jokes, and I'm dying. I didn't laugh that much than the first one, the first time I seen it. But I seen YouTube videos where they had these these comedy movies, the buddy cop movies. Like even Rock and Kevin Hart, they'll sit there and they'll do dad jokes, stupid jokes back and forth. Yeah. These two right here, look them up. They are hilarious. Mark Wahlberg is the same as this character right in here. He has that serious face, and Will Ferrell will say one of the dad jokes, and he just looks at him like he's looking like in this movie at him. Like you think you're watching part of the movie and they're doing this, but it's them really doing the fucking stupid jokes back and forth.
And then there's parts where he starts cracking up.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So they work as a good team.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, and it won't surprise me at all if they eventually make another movie together. Like the chemistry was spot on. Like they played their characters to a T. Like the extreme opposites.
Yep.
And Will Ferrell is great at playing like, you know, a straight-laced character with a wild side that, you know, cracks through every once in a while. Just the fucking gay. I love the story where he's telling him about his days in college and
As the pimp.
becoming a pimp. He's like, you were a pimp. No, I wasn't. You're not listening.
Yeah, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
You're not listening. Then you see him with the gold grill in his mouth.
And then, you know, how he met his wife. He came into the emergency room with poison ivy in his ass.
Yeah.
Yes. That was fucking funny.
And Mark Wahlberg. Well, what was the quote? I wrote it down. Hold on. I got to find it. I can't
That
find
was
it.
funny. I'm saying it was just like a Meg Ryan movie. He was like, "What Meg Ryan movie? What movie did they say?"
He's like that. No, they said, "You got mail."
You got mail, Meg Ryan movie.
Oh yeah, they keep saying scenarios, and he's like, he didn't have poison ivy in his ass.
Yeah, he didn't have
He's just sitting
ivy
there
in
in
his-
disbelief. Poison ivy in his ass.
Shit was fucking funny. Oh wait, the stupidest shit, man.
And then and then as you got closer towards the end, and like Will Ferrell is in the bushes, his wife's in the house, but his mother-in-law is walking back and forth to pass the dirty messages along.
She's like, I
That
don't want to
was-
say this.
I can't say this. He says dirty things. And like that, I was just fucking like that went on longer than I thought it was going to go on. Like they showed her going back and forth like 6 times.
Yeah, it's
It was
hilarious.
something more ridiculous each time.
Yeah, he amped up every one. Just like I wish I could remember some of the exact quotes of it.
Like,
'Cause I was dying.
She doesn't want to walk right for a week or something
Yeah.
like that.
I want us to take your hand and do something, and I'm like, oh my god, it was getting crazier and crazier every.
And then one of my favorite quotes in the movie where she finally comes over dressed as her, you know, mother and the old lady, and then they go to like the sex scene. He's like, "I'm gonna do you, grandpa style."
Yes, that shit had me dying. Because I wasn't at all.
I was not.
To each other.
That may be my favorite quote from the movie.
It was funny as fuck. Oh man.
Never mind.
This was actually, you know, when you think of Will Ferrell and you look back on his career, his highest grossing movie was Elf.
Yeah.
This was his second,
Wow.
which is surprising.
Yeah, I thought maybe Step Brothers would have been.
I know, but no, as of fairly recently, this is like listed as his second highest grossing movie.
You think part of it is because of the cast, though?
Could be. Like,
I'll say that because going into it, like, again, going back to the trailer, you see Samuel L. Jackson and The Rock. You see them jumping off a building, but you really don't know what's going on just from the trailer. So, like, you know, if you're a fan of them, you see them, oh, shit, they're in this movie. I want to see it because they're funny. You see one of the Wayans, Damon Wayans Jr., he's funny. Will Ferrell, he's funny. The Mark Wahlberg, he's a good actor. And those two are funny together. So it's like
but again, like on the surface, if you're not into comedy in general, or you know, just as you know, something lighthearted, you would think it's just your generic buddy cop movie. But it's written so well that it's fucking hysterical. Like it's a lot more funny you would ever think than just the movie poster would portray. Or
I'm shocked they didn't make a number 2 of this. You think they would have ruined it if they made a sequel?
I don't know. He did. Will Ferrell, like Adam Sandler, does not really do sequels.
Well, they're doing the Daddy's Home or wherever it was.
He hasn't done many. Like there was a sequel to that. There was eventually a sequel to Anchorman, but I think that's been about it for him.
Yeah, there is a sequel to Anchorman. There is a sequel. Speaking of that, is that on the list?
I saw Anchorman on the 2010 wheel there.
Okay.
It was.
That fucking movie's ridiculous too. His character.
never seen it, but I can't wait.
Oh, okay. You got to check that one out too.
What about where they're having dinner? Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg, and Eva Mendes, and he's talking about the apps he makes, like the face back app where you scan a picture of his face and it gives you the back of their head or something like that.
Like,
there's some real detailed jokes in here.
There is. It's fucking. I'm like, what the fuck?
What made that even funnier coming into fruition though was it actually saved like fucking.
It ends up saving the day.
Yeah, which was hilarious. I was like, what the fuck? It sounded so stupid, but it was just like, oh gosh, they have to make a connection back to it.
Oh my god! Then he just comes to his wife at the end, where he goes, "I'm so sorry. I say that stuff that way because if I think you're the most beautiful or whatever, you're gonna leave me." And
some
Oh,
silly.
some crazy shit. No, because you know what? That's been on joke because people say that. So I know someone who goes, he tried to convince me. He goes, you can't be nice. He goes, girls like it when you fucking call them pigs or you down them just like a little bit because it's a turn on to them for some reason. But if you're so nice to them, they're like, and they get bored of you. Like if you treat them right, like a queen at the start or some shit. It's a weird scenario. It's kind of.
You know what it is with that though, and ladies, we are not experts on this. We are not women. But what I think it is when it's in their younger years, they're like that corny bad boy image. And then we're like, okay, this dude ain't going to do nothing or help take care of you or nothing. Okay, now let me get with the guy that has a real job and knows how to read and count past 12. Yeah. And it's like, okay, well,
that's what they
to be fair, words and numbers are hard.
But that's what I guess when we step in.
But that's what that's where I got from that joke. Why he was keep downing her. He's like, she's okay. It's just saying some wild shit.
She's not beautiful. She's cute, but she's not. She's
What's
not
the thing about the dinner? It killed me. What did he say about this dinner?
Oh, with the who serves their husband this garbage or something like that?
Yeah, I was fucking dying.
Dog asshole. Dog
asshole.
That's what it was.
I was like, what the fuck? And she just sitting there smiling. She's like, oh. She's like, wow.
I'm pregnant. Whose baby is that? Whose baby is in there?
He went to Gator mode, right?
Like Gators girls don't use jimmies.
Gators girls don't use Jimmy something.
Oh, it was hilarious.
But one of my other favorite scenes was where Mark Wahlberg goes to that dance class to talk to his ex-girlfriend or something like that. And then Will Ferrell shows up behind him and is yelling emotions from the back.
I got your back.
Really quick, I'm that friend in that situation, the Will Ferrell friend, just, he really loves you. Like, Aaron, you're not helping at all.
But what's funny about that, too, he learned all these dances and all this art talk, and his excuse is like, "Oh, I took 2 weeks learn that just to make fun of the dude down the street."
Yep, to make fun of the fancy boys or something.
Yeah,
or the other F word.
You got to know in order to make fun of him. Like you go around doing these spins. It should make me laugh too.
I wrote down one of the things that Will Ferrell yelled in that dance scene, and I can't think of what it was.
He's always yelling something crazy too.
Oh, yeah. I think we've all experienced a ballet of emotions tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man,
like he's perfect for that character that has. I'll say 1, 2, maybe 3 of those outburst scenes of just wildness to where it surprises the person he's in the scene with. Like holy shit! Like why the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Why are you acting like this kind of thing?
He has that scene almost every movie he does.
Yeah. I
think even Elfie does it. He yells something like that. Like some weird wild shit.
He gets excited when he sees Santa and he's like, you're not Santa.
Yeah, that's right. He's yelling like, you're not Santa. He's not the real Santa.
Call me Elf again. Elf?
Yeah.
What about so when they go and maybe it's Steve Coogan who plays the guy that they're trying to arrest, who was the director, and I have to look at IMDb if that's the same guy. Is that the same guy that they're trying to arrest? That was also the director that gets blown up in Tropic Thunder. Is that Steve Coogan?
Oh yes,
is that the same actor?
Yes. Yep.
It just dawned on me. There we go.
Holy shit! There's a connection.
We have our connection for the week.
Holy crap! Wow.
But when they go to his office to arrest him, and Mark Wahlberg's like, and they talk about the good cop, bad cop, and then Will Ferrell thinks it's bad cop, and starts trashing the office, and he yells, and he's holding him down, and he yells in his face, "Oh, what was it? I'm gonna make you eat a plate of human shit."
Yeah. He just went wow. He said some crazy shit. Oh man,
that's one thing with Will Ferrell's characters in these movies where he goes over the top, which is 90% of them. Let's say. He always says something crazy. Always.
But, and I think the reason it works most of the time is because he's playing a straight-laced character with a wild side that's been suppressed, that just breaks through. And for some reason, I feel like that scenario, when he yells this stupid, crazy shit, makes it work. It just makes it hysterical.
It's the most extreme thing to say.
Yeah.
But with Step Brothers, though, you expected it from his character, but it worked. I say you expected it because he was a 40-year-old, like very immature guy still living with his mom, but acting like he was, what, 16, 15, 16?
Yeah.
For the most part. And it worked. It was hilarious, but he was yelling wild shit. Like when him and his stepbrother get into the fight, he's yelling rape. He's like, it seems like you should have seen his eyes. Man. He's rape in his eyes or something. Like that silly shit was just fucking. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like that shit. That's funny.
But his humor is it's awkward, but it's funny. It's not for everybody. Like my wife doesn't really find him too funny. She loves the movie Elf. She finds that hilarious and cute, but
mainly cute.
Yeah, you know how females are. Oh, this movie was so cute. I don't know how a movie can be cute unless two girls, one cup. But other than that, I don't get it. I had to do it, Chris. I did it for you.
I like a few of his movies though, and I like some of his scenes in Saturday Night Live. There's some funny shit in that when he's on Saturday Night Live.
Those were I'm trying to think of what I grew up on Saturday Night Live wise. It had to be the Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris Farley days. So that's kind of what I grew up on, and it morphed into Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, and
see, I think I watched Saturday Night Live here and there, but I was more of In Living Color, and then
me too.
I watched In Living Color. That was great.
No, I'm not saying
Mad TV. I watched Mad TV.
In Living Color, and then like all that because this is when Nickelodeon
and all that. Yeah.
Like you had all that and all those other Nick at Night shows that were for like our age group in those era.
Yeah, all the sketch comedy shit.
Fucking Fire Marshal Bill, baby.
Yes.
I work with a guy and I told him he looks like Fire Marshal Bill.
That's hilarious.
Fucking Jim Carrey. Oh man, so much talent came from
that.
If
you ever told me to say I look like him and you told me I did, every time I see you at work, I'll come to your cube and I'll go, let me tell you something. Yeah. I'll be fucking with you every day.
I would too. With whoever you said, I'm like, all
right. But yeah, it's like Saturday Night Live. There's a lot of scenes. There's like a hot tub scene. Will Ferrell is hilarious. I forgot the exact.
I probably won't do it, but one of these days, what I should do, which I know I probably won't do again, I'm saying this out loud, is watch some of the old SNL skits, the SNL shits, because I'm sure
it's just like if you go by character. Say we're doing a Will Ferrell. Just YouTube Will Ferrell SNL.
Dude, just watch the Celebrity Jeopardies. Those
that too, yes.
Fucking best.
Fuck you, Alex.
Daryl Hammond was one of my all-time. I feel like he was so underrated, but one of my all-time favorite SNL cast members. His Bill Clinton was great. He does the Sean Connery for Celebrity Jeopardy. Daryl Hammond was fucking fantastic.
Yes, oh my god, the fucking Jeopardy is hilarious, Will Ferrell. It was like the stupidest, the easiest questions ever.
Because he hates Alex Trebek in these skits, and it's fantastic. Or when was it Norm Macdonald was on one, and he wrote his name as Turd Ferguson. That was fantastic.
And yeah, you got to YouTube some of that shit. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to.
Oh man.
Had to get that out.
So would you guys? So if the movie was like not comedy, just action movie, mostly action, and it was actually how it started with The Rock and Jackson, would you watch it? If it was like a movie like that,
I'd watch it.
With The Rock and Jackson,
it'll be kind of like a newer version of Dukes of Hazzard.
Minority version like that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
But I would watch it. It'll be like a crazy action. I can see that just because Samuel L. Jackson, him and his swearing.
I would love
his characters.
I would love to see The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson in a movie because of the few scenes they had in this movie.
Yeah,
would work.
That's what I'm saying. If it was that movie based on what they were doing in this, I would watch it.
Speaking of which, Samuel L. Jackson's a funny motherfucker. Just because I love how angry he gets in his scenes and this motherfucker, this and motherfucker. It always fucking works.
He's got a niche and he plays it well.
And he's a great Nick Fury because he has boss type role, but he has like that angry kind of, without swearing too much type of. He's fucking great.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Oh man. What else, fellas? You think anything else?
I think that was pretty much about it, right?
Yeah. Well, real quick, let me show you what I have coming up Tuesday, James.
Yep.
Sunshine.
That was just put on the wheel.
Oh, I saw that
Tuesday.
I missed the episode, but your Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I saw you watched again.
Yes.
Yeah.
It landed on Killer Clowns.
Because
How
it was
did
on
that-
the wheel and it landed on Killer. I think Joe from Any Last Words. Shout out to Joe. Go check out Any Last Words. And Girls Gordon Gin Triple G. But I think she put it on the wheel. Or told me to put it on the wheel, so I threw it on there.
I'm still holding out hope that Netflix or whoever owns it does a sequel.
That'd be interesting.
It would be funny.
I mean, I thought there was news about that not long ago that they were going to do one, but I don't remember.
There was rumors about it, maybe earlier this year. I don't remember when exactly, but there was rumors about it. I would watch it. I'll tune in for it.
Yeah, man,
I
absolutely.
wouldn't mind seeing it
It
all.
kind of sounds like Netflix like slowed down a little bit. They used to like jump on shit and shoot out stuff. Like
I think
Pandemic.
I think we're gonna start like we had a lot of shit coming out. I think now we're gonna get into a lull because of the pandemic, where stuff slows down for a while.
Mhm.
But Netflix, they have a new movie every week this entire year. If you're into more movies than TV shows, they literally have at least one movie coming out, original movie.
original movies, really. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got to
every
check
week.
out see what's coming out.
Yeah,
But in fact, I saw an article not long ago. It's like we're going to start seeing that slowdown from when the pandemic first started. Because
Okay.
obviously, when stuff gets posted on streaming services, it was filmed probably about a year before it gets posted.
Yeah.
okay.
So I would expect to see a slowdown
All right.
for a little while.
Yeah, because they were pumping out shit like originals everywhere, TV shows. movies.
What I'm pumped up for is season 2 of The Witcher. So
Me too.
That's-
Yeah, I'm
I
with you.
gotta watch season 1 of that. But I will.
I've been reading the book. So
I have a couple questions for you guys. First question: did you guys watch the animated the animated movie of it's called the Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge, something
Yeah.
like that.
I seen
did-
some of it.
I did not know that existed.
Yep.
It's on HBO Max. It's fucking amazing. Like it's fucking beautifully done. The graphics and all that shit. It's
You too. I think there's also Legacy where they tell stories per character.
Legacy, I've heard of.
I've never seen. Like I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I highly recommend. I do highly recommend the Scorpion thing I was just telling you guys about. Definitely go check that out. But I wanted to ask you guys. So did you both? Two questions with this. One, do you think we should wait for Ibrahim to answer this question? And part two is, we could also answer it again next week. But part two is, did you guys watch Mortal Kombat, and what were your first initial thoughts of it?
I watched it and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, James.
I liked it. There is some stuff I didn't agree with it. I liked how the first 7 minutes, like the Scorpion Sub-Zero in the beginning, the origin story basically,
Mhm.
was awesome fighting. Then later on, when they end up fighting again, they should have made it more like that. It was like it was like a little toned down on the fighting part. It was still good. Don't get me wrong. I like they did the Sub-Zero moves where they did the fucking ice wall.
I mean, they gave you everything you wanted to see.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like mainly through this whole movie.
No tournament.
Well, no, because I knew that this was before the tournament. The second one, I think they're going to find new champions and the tournament's going to start.
Yep.
Well, there was the article saying they have 3 or 4 more planned, provided it does well. So one of those is going to certainly center around the tournament.
I didn't like how
I think
they
two.
killed Goro so easy. He's a main boss in the fucking games.
Yeah, he did. He was taken out fairly easy.
Really quick, here's my thing on this. For me, the movie was, I'll say good. I won't say it's bad. It wasn't terrible. It was. I had fun with it. It was good
It was
at best. It's
It was basically what I expected.
it's something that I have to go back and rewatch. But I'll say, like, as far as like Goro getting killed kind of easy, Kano getting killed kind of easy, and all that shit, Sub-Zero as well. At the end of the movie, I don't. And spoiler alert, people, I'm not even sorry for it either. But at the end of the movie, where Shang Tsung, before whatever happens with him, when he's like, remember when the gray smoke goes around, like Kano goes around Goro, and
He takes him back to
takes him-
Outworld. Yeah.
he takes him back to Outworld,
no
so they come
character
back.
is necessarily really dead because
Yeah,
they come back as like other versions.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Kano's gonna have the metal on his face. You already know that with the fucking like real laser eye shit. Better than what he had when he got his Akana in this movie.
Yeah.
So this was like
Sub-Zero's supposed to come back as Noob Saibot.
Yeah,
Cybot, really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Because that's what happens in the storyline. If you follow the games,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first Sub-Zero, Bihan, when he dies, he gets reincarnated. Shang Tsung, not Shang Tsung, another character comes in later on the other games. Shang-Chi or some fucking sorcerer guy brings him back to life and turns him into a new Sabot.
Well, the big question now is who's going to be Johnny Cage when they do the sequel.
So I see two. People are trying to get Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
And I heard The Miz from wrestling.
He wants to do it. He's campaigning for it. Ryan Reynolds posted a meme of himself in like the Mortal Kombat video game gear of
That's
Johnny
hilarious.
Cage as a response to something. I don't think it'll be either of them. I don't know.
It depends on the budget, like how much of a stars they want to bring. Like you're going to bring Johnny if he's well.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is the right guy for it. I love Ryan Reynolds.
Me too. I can see Miz doing it. I can see Miz doing it. Miz does that in WWE right now. He has that Hollywood walks to the ring with a suit and his sunglasses. He has that Johnny Cage style. I don't know about the action part. I know he did some action movies for WWE
that no one has seen.
Like the Marine Part 4 or whatever the fuck it was.
No one knows exists.
But I can see that attitude, but I don't know about the action part, like the martial arts and shit. No,
it won't be him either.
Yeah, I don't see it. But I can't wait. But yeah, they shouldn't have killed Goro off quick.
Who's like he's not the only monster like that though. Was he the original?
Kentaro is the one with the half horse.
I know, at least in the sequel.
Half bull.
So from an interview I was reading with the director, they want to definitely incorporate more female fighters in the sequel.
So there's a female Goro, the four-armed. Her name was what is it?
Shiva.
Yeah, Shiva. Yeah. So she's like a female version of Goro. Then there's the bull /
there's the Ryan Reynolds thing he posted.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So there's that, and then there's
the Miz. Yep. Because that's the Marine Part 3 or wherever the fuck it was. So they're saying he kind of looks like him.
Which
I don't know.
So Ryan Reynolds has a video game inspired movie coming out.
Yeah, was it Free Guy,
which I'm super excited to watch.
Yep, I'm gonna watch it. Then of course Deadpool 3 when that finally comes out.
Yeah. Or however he gets introduced into the Marvel universe. I can't fucking wait, man.
Yeah, me too. They're going to have to make it hilarious. They have to.
He's got to be. They got to introduce him in one of these like credit scenes for something else. That's the way it's got to happen.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I just can't fucking wait for it to finally happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious.
But getting destroyed that coming out at the end of the other guys.
But Mortal Kombat. I liked it. I didn't, the thing is, I could see, I'm not a fan of the Cole Young. I could easily forget about him.
Yeah.
Easily.
I'll tell you. So I guess the next game they're making, this is how they introduced his character. He's going to be in the next Mortal Kombat.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay, so kind of, you got to look at it like this. Like, they have the established characters from the game. They really have no freedom to build upon or develop those into other personal stories. Cole Young's an original character because they needed a character that they could build a story around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He was literally the only character that they had the creative freedom to build, story-wise, to build something around.
They should have just made him better, I'm saying. Like, he got his ass kicked most of the movie. And I didn't like his power either. He got like some fucking wicker basket armor that he was...
Wicker basket.
That he was in, like in the beginning of the movie, if you see the fucking...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So it was that cross pattern wicker basket. But then he got these like fucking... I thought he was turning into Stryker, the fucking cop guy, because the cop guy has the fucking clubs.
The Pints, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck's going on? Was he become a fucking... He goes into law enforcement and he ends up getting a nickname Stryker instead of fucking Cole Young? But his armor and shit, I get it. It is a pretty cool power. If you watch anime, there's animes like that. It's where the more you hit, you absorb the energy and you knock it back at him like 2 times or some shit.
Yep.
So that's what basically happened. That's how he beat Goro. He fucking was taking the hits and his armor would glow red and shit.
Yep.
Then he just hits Goro like mad hard, like he's fucking super powered. Rips him in half and shit with the blade fucking things.
Here's my thing with that. Like, I didn't like that Goro got killed too soon, but I do feel like he's gonna be in one of the sequels, if not multiple sequels. But my thing is, at the very least, with Goro's character, I wish they would have had like. Do you remember? Now I watched the original one this week, and I watched Annihilation this week, back to back. in both of those movies, they had like throw off characters, like no name characters, just like simple kills to kind of throw off. That's what this movie was missing. I mean, besides a few other things, that's one thing I feel like this movie was missing was just those throwaway characters. Like they should have showed Goro ripping somebody's limbs off, ripping somebody's head off, like tearing people up, a couple splitting somebody. You know, just some.
Well, that's what he does in the tournament. See, that's the thing. They should have had Goro. Like Goro was a prince, Prince Goro. He would have never went to the other world as a side gig. Like, oh, go over there and kill these people. Well, they should have waited till the tournament, just like they did the original movie. That's what I'm getting at.
I'll say yes and no because like he would do whatever Shang Tsung told him to do because he's Shang Tsung's understudy in the game and in the movies.
Yeah.
We're getting into a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's true. We're true. We're starting to rate.
Don't worry.
We're doing our review on Mortal Kombat.
We'll review that for you guys. I am sure we'll review that
at some point. But anyway,
I'm still waiting for Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter back to back. I almost watched Street Fighter the other day, the original. I might watch it this week coming.
Jean-Claude. I saw a GIF of a Jean-Claude, the sudden death movie that Jean-Claude Van Damme is in, with him just punching the Pittsburgh Penguins mascot. I'm like, I gotta watch this again.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. That's right.
That's funny as hell.
All right, what do you think? Closing plugs?
Let's do it.
Yes. I remember the graphic this time. Bam.
Like I said, Aaron does the work.
Yep.
And as you guys can see, Stories from a Bar. You can see right there where you can find Stories from a Bar. You can see where you can find Deep Focus Cinema. You can see where you can find Popcorn and Pints and Horror Research 30. And with Popcorn and Pints and Horror Research 30, they're both live shows. Popcorn and Pints live show Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Horror Research 30, Tuesdays and Thursdays, also 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So please tune into both of those shows. Go in like all these social medias for all these shows because they're all great, amazing, hilarious, entertaining, funny fucking shows that you all need to be following and listening to and all that great shit. Also gives shout outs to some love to the Z Network and any affiliate channel with the Z Network or Horror Research 30 or Stories from a Bar and all that good shit. So go follow all that stuff. Go like every single page and just you're going to be entertained. I'm telling you guys, it's going to get funnier and more weird and fucked up. And that's just how we do things.
That's how we do it.
And with that being said, people, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for popping by. Peace. 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 Man, oh man, I'm going to put R. Kelly in every movie. I have fun. I'm going to try.